Hey y'all, hey, welcome to Tootie Talk Sense. Y'all know I got to check these microphones, make sure y'all can hear and see me. Okay, I'm there, y'all. Come on, y'all, let's discuss, right? What's going on today? Of course, I don't have no update about Shannon Sharp because he's been everywhere on everything. I made a song for him, but y'all let me know how y'all like it.
Big black baby, big black baby, ooh, ooh, black baby, big black baby, ooh, ooh, black baby, big black baby.
Yeah, I just added that to my little video so we can, when we talking about Shannon Sharp, we could play his theme song before we start talking about it. Um, but I don't have no Shannon Sharp news today, right? I was just go with two simple things because I'm gonna get out of here early today. Big black babies, big black babies, bang bang bang, ski ski ski, big black baby. Um, it's the big black babies for me. Okay, so today is just gonna be politics, right? We're gonna talk about I don't know if y'all seen because I haven't really seen this on the news. I was watching Roland Martin on Filtered. He was talking about Trump has an executive order for HBCUs. I said, what? I ain't seen nothing about this because I like to bring both sides. I don't want to just always talk about him doing some bullshit. If he did something good, let me see. Baby, went and looked up the executive order, over 1,000 words of nothingness. Just, I said, whoever wrote this got to be laughing at themselves. It's one of them things like in college when a teacher assign you a high school, whatever, you get assigned a 3-page paper and you just, you got your little main point that's like one paragraph, but you got to fill up the 3 pages with a bunch of words, a bunch of bullshit. Like that's what this executive order was. Baby, it does nothing. It's just talking about how HBCUs are needed, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna show it to y'all so y'all won't think I'm just making this up. This is from the White House website. So I'm gonna show y'all this executive order. There it is. White House initiative to promote excellence and innovation at historically black colleges and universities by the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution. Oh, he listened to the Constitution, Mookie. The Constitution and the laws of the United States is hereby ordered. The purpose is historically black colleges and universities remain integral to American students' pursuit of prosperity and well-being, providing a pathway to a career, a better life. This order will continue the work begun by my first administration to evaluate the value and impact of our national HBCUs as beacons of educational excellence and economic opportunity that serve as some of the best cultivators of tomorrow leaders. The policy. The policy is to support HBCUs, advance America's full potential, fostering more and better opportunity in higher education, providing highest quality education, obtaining equal opportunity for participation in federal programs. What federal programs? Y'all is cutting them out. Insurance college, ensuring college education Americans are empowered to advance the common good at home and abroad, making our nation more globally competitive. The White House Initiative is hereby established the White House Initiative on HBCUs, housed in an executive office of the president and led by executive director designated by the president. The initiative shall work with executive departments and agencies. The President Board of Advisors on HBCUs established in Section 4 of this order. They're saying who all they're going to work with, right? Next is what it tells you the mission. Increase the private sector role, strengthening HBCUs, upgrading institutional infrastructure, including the use of technology to ensure the long-term viability of these institutions, providing professional development, enhancing capability, supporting the implementation of HBCU's partners, working to advance administration keyword, fostering, blah, 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 blah. As y'all see, it's a bunch of words, nothing billion to HBCUs. So this whole thing to me is a fucking smoke screen for him to revoke the order that Biden put in. And you're using all these words and wasting all this time, wasting these good trees. Now they ain't even on. Yeah, he did sign it on tree. Wasting your wrist strength that could have been used on something else that probably was gonna make you more happy. You know what I'm saying? So you can stop doing what you doing. So I said, what in the what are we doing here? Like, yeah, dude, it's people that don't like you just gonna think you just gonna be like, oh, he did an executive order for HBCUs, and everyone's gonna be like, see, he ain't racist. Even though he didn't got rid of the Tuskegee Airmen's, he didn't get rid of pictures. He trying to wash all of blacks up out of every picture up in the military. Just there was recently something I'm gonna probably go over that tomorrow. What he did for the pretty much get rid of things in the African American Museum. Um, Getting rid of Rosa Parks pictures, getting rid of Jackie Robinson pictures, getting rid of the Tuskegee Airmen pictures in the Air Force. But he did this executive order, so he can't be racist, right? I'm gonna just read this article real quick that's gonna tell y'all exactly what this order is compared to the order he's trying to get rid of. This is from Forbes website. What is executive order? Trump's executive order on HBCUs. On April 23rd, President Trump signed the executive order establishing the White House initiative to promote HBCUs. President has issued an executive order related to HBCUs with variations in title and scope, including, they just saying all presidents have done it, an executive order, including Jimmy Carter, since the 1980s. Trump executive order adopt aspirational language, emphasizing the importance of HBCUs and driving workforce development, innovations, and education outsource. It outlines several goals: strengthening institution capacity, expanding public-private partnerships, improving student outcome, and encouraging state support for the 1980 land grant HBCU. And that's encouraging. Now, if you know about the HBCUs, they was granted these land grants that they never got the damn money for. So how you going to encourage it? You the federal government, go do something. You just over here running reckless, doing whatever you want when it comes to these deporting people. Yeah. On the surface, the order aligns with the effort of past administration, and it acknowledged HBCU's essential contributions to Black leadership, intellect, and economic mobility. However, it lacks a concrete commitment to new federal funding. Notably, the Biden administration paired its 2021 executive order with nearly $1.6 billion in immediately investments, announcing financing within a week of the executive order. The one that in this order that Trump just revoked, the one that Biden signed, that Trump revoked in this order that he just put out. Biden order had $1.6 billion in funds that was available within the week. Trump order has to revoke this order within 14 days. Now, between 2021 and 2024, the Biden administration directed $17 billion, including $1.3 billion in 2024 alone. If you watched me, I talked about this during the election, that the false narrative that Trump gave the most money to HBCUs was an absolute lie. You could have just looked it up on the White House website. They literally have from transparency. I'm assuming they may still have it. Who knows? But there's a page that lists how much money the government gives everybody, whatever department. And you could have just looked up how much Trump gave, how much Biden gave. Biden gave significantly more. So anyway, the Biden administration did $17 billion, including $1.3 in 2024 alone. Trump order currently offers vision without the necessary financial backing. However, he issued a fact sheet related to investment. His first administration supported regarding HBCU. A serious investment in HBCU requires a commitment of funds, as Adam Harris urged, and the state must provide. State government has a long history of falling short of their legal and financial obligations to HBCU. When the Second Morrill Act of 1890 required states to provide land grants institutions for Black students, if they excluded them from historically white institutions, many states complied in name only. They took federal money but failed to provide the matching state support. The new executive order speaks to this history, encouraging states to meet matching fund obligations. This is, to me, this reads like the the Trump administration is doing with Garcia, who they took over to El Salvador, even though he wasn't supposed to go. And then the judge put in an order that said that they need to facilitate him coming back to the U.S. And they like, we asked. This what this executive order read like states, y'all need to get them that money. But that's about it. The encouragement is not enough. Without accountability or enforceability mechanism, states will continue to neglect HBCUs. Harris illustrates through many examples in his book that the gap between federal expectation and state actions have left 1890 HBCUs underfunded and overburdened for decades. Susan Adams and Hank Tucker drew attention to this lack of support persists today. As of 2025, many HBCUs will struggle with inadequate infrastructure, lower faculty pay, and limited state investment, especially compared to nearby HWIs, historically white institutions, y'all. So, yeah, let's see. Financial year 2024 marked a notable increase in average new gift to endowment reported by studies participant. The total gift by HBCUs in this year's study was 91.9 million, up from 74.4 million reported the year before. While promising, these increases still fall short of bridging historic funding gaps. Despite the limitation, the 2025 order includes elements worth watching. Its emphasis on innovation and public-private collaboration offer potential, particularly in aligning HBCU curricular with high-demand fields such as technology, healthcare, and advanced manufacturing. However, these aspirations may prove difficult to realize without a comprehensive funding strategy. It's pretty much saying it's all bark no bite. Like it's an order with a bunch of stuff that sounds good and would be good to HBCU if the funding is provided. But this order does not provide any type of funding, so it's just something to make the news to say he did something when he did nothing, nothing. Um, okay, yeah. Now that's it for that. What y'all? Did y'all even hear about this? You can't hear? Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Was you able to hear? Because I'm hearing it over on YouTube. Can you not just hear on Facebook? Did it come back in? I know. Yeah. Did y'all even hear this executive order for the HBCU? Because he's signing so many of them. I wonder why. Let me see. Is there a way to check the volume? The volume is on 100. Let me check the settings. The audio. The audio, hello. Yeah, it's coming in clear here. So I don't know why. I don't know why it can't be heard. Let me exit out of that. I just talk louder because I got a loud voice, but with this microphone, I've been trying not to talk as loud because y'all know I'm loud. I'm just a loud person, okay? Sometimes. But I'm drinking my tea instead of my tea towels. So I shouldn't get that bad. Now, the next story, this is the last story we're gonna cover. Did y'all hear about Elon Musk that he's talking about he gonna step down from um from the Doge department? Well, you know, the Doge department cutting out of the federal jobs in order to help cut out the fraud in the government. Right? Did y'all hear that the Tesla prices is tanking? That company is going down, down, down. Okay, going down, down, baby. Okay, it's going down. So he gonna do I think it was an interview or something. He announced that he's gonna be stepping back from the Doge department to focus more on his companies. Baby, I said they really do think all of this dumb out here. They think y'all are idiots. The reality of it is he's a special government like contract employee or whatever. He only has 130 days. 130 days from the day Trump went into office, January 20th. I don't know what day he got hired or whatever, but if we're going to go from January 20th, 130 days is May 30th. He's talking about in May, he's going to begin to slowly pull back and step down so he can fool. I said, you really out here playing in these people's face like this? I don't know how. Y'all people who voted for him ain't offended. They think he playing in y'all face. It's like they got to be laughing. Like, ain't no way they doing all this and that's sitting into the side laughing like, got him, got him again. Like, that's absolutely crazy. But I do feel like, you know, Trump like laws, regulations. So I'm quite sure there's a way that if he wanted to test the 130 days, he'll probably like come up with something. He'll probably like leave for a week and then come back and like, I started my 130 days over again. Gotcha, bitch. But I don't think he expected for him to lose as much money as he had. In a previous video, when Trump first won, I discussed how much money that Elon Musk was making from SpaceX and I said I don't think Trump gonna end this Ukraine war now when his buddy making money hand over feet like that. Like Trump, Elon Musk end up with a government contract and it's two, which I have to go back and see all the details of it. But he's making 20 million a month estimated. They don't even how the government with this transparency and we supposed to know what money is going to where and to who. But this contract, all the details was not laid out. But they was estimating that he's making $20 million a month. So I was like, it wasn't no big deal that he spent $300 million for Trump to get elected. Well, in Trump campaign, he's making $20 million a month on one contract. And the crazy part is that in that, and this was for the satellite that he's using to help Ukraine and to locate positions and stuff and early detections of missiles. If I'm not mistaken, the 20 million was just for the internet service. Now he also provides the drones and stuff, and that's a whole nother contract. So I'm like, so now with the Tesla, they started burning the dealerships, vandalizing the cars, which I was like, people got them Teslas before they knew Elon Musk was this big old saluting like this and stuff. So those people in those cars are not cheap. So I could understand if you probably can't sell that right now for $10. So they may be stuck with them cars. So I wouldn't agree with doing it to the cars. But the stocks and everything then went down. Okay. And so he's like, oh, well, I'm going to, push back from my position in the government to help my company. Baby, if you only get starting in May, that's a big ass coincidence. That's just starting in May, but your 130 days will end at the end of May. Yeah, all right. I don't believe it. Okay. Tell us to somebody else. What your parents used to say, who I look like? Boo boo the food. But some of the voters do. So, and y'all see Trump is coming up on his 100 days and he has the lowest rating of any president except him. He outdid itself. He has the lowest rating of any approval rating of any president. Um, and I don't know how long. The only person who had a lower rating was Trump in his first term. Oh, have mercy. Yeah, okay. I told y'all I'm not gonna be on here long. This is gonna be a real short one. Okay, don't forget, like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you could be on here talking and we be chit chatting. Drop down in the comments and let me know what else y'all want to talk about. I think oh, one more thing before I get out of here. Did y'all hear the latest? Let's do a little latest update on P. Diddy. Did y'all hear that he's trying to do diminish, like mentally, they're right now they're going to court as far as the prosecutors trying to not allow his lawyers to bring in a psychiatrist that will say that drugs have this type of mental effect on you. Now the thing is, no one knows if the psychiatrists haven't seen P. Diddy. So no one knows if the psychiatrist is trying to say that the mental effect was on P. Diddy, because it talks about how you could like lose memory or not remember things the way they happen, or is the psychiatrist going to testify that the victim's testimony can't be believed because everybody was on these drugs and the recall is not going to be right. So yeah, that's the latest on P. Diddy. Always trying to he trying to skirt up out of there. But we gonna see. I'm finna get out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Tune in tomorrow, 45, same time, same place. I will catch y'all next time. Bye.